Hold on. There we go. Hey guys, how you doing? Excuse me. Alright, we're gonna do Fabi, and he's actually doing the French defense. It's a really cool. I think it's the King's Indian French defense. I'm not sure if there is one, but it's really interesting, the one that I looked at. So I was gonna share it with you guys. So let me put on my pieces. I was working out a lot of the stuff on my board beneath my keyboard, because I have it's on an arm. So that's the nice thing about that. E4, E6, D3, knight D5. Okay, we gotta flip the Fabi side. I almost forgot. There we go. Yes, it's kind of interesting. It's the King's Indian attack, and I thought you guys would enjoy kind of seeing a kind of awkward looking. It's very symmetrical if you want to think about it. Each person has their pawns like that, so we'll see how Fabi deals with it. And so if you ever get a structure like this, then you know for sure. What we have to do now is go to our open book, our book. Oops, I gotta scroll down a little bit. How do I shrink this so that it's not so... How do I make this... $2 million OFEs plus... Huh. Okay. So in this scenario here, so E4 mostly has been played is C5. E5 is second most played. E6 is third. So the French is basically the third line. So the first line is actually D4, D3 is second, knight F3 is third, Queen E2 is, there's actually Queen E2, interesting. Knight C3, B3, and Knight F, wow. So versus Carlsen was played with one of these openings, so with this, and it ended a draw. Caruana played against Wesley and lost. Gary, oh, okay, So D4 has a higher chance. Well, actually, it's D3. Yes, it has a higher chance for winning for white. 36% rather than 29%. But there's a huge difference in this one. So the player strength that plays these are like 2,300. Players that play this is an average of 2,400. So this D4 is more of a higher level play. D3, D5 is 23, 2,300 average, 23. Let's see. Interesting. So a 2,400 average plays in that. So there's one game. D6 is actually played once, and it's actually 100% winning for white. This is actually a draw. That move ends in a draw. C5 ends in a draw. So surprisingly, B6 is actually the best line for white. So D5 actually gives black the best. Well, either C5 or D5 gives black the best opportunity. Well, b5 actually is 1-2, so that's interesting. So it's good to kind of, I haven't taken a look at these before. It's like, huh, queen d2, queen e2, hey. So what you have to do now is actually take a look at these lines that Fabi are going to play. His opponent played actually the second most popular line, which is the more kind of average advanced line, which is 2400. So this somewhat betters White's chance of winning. If you notice, 39%. So that he was actually smart to have played that. Fabi also did his research. One second, I gotta get a drink of water. Hold on. Thank you for your patience there. Okay, what's actually the best line for, surprisingly, for black is actually knight c6 in this line. I know it says the chance of winning is actually 32 and White's chance of winning is 27%. E takes D is actually better for White. It's really weird. Fabi played knight f6, which actually is a better line for, but it follows with somewhat of a French, but we're not in the French anymore, so this isn't going to lead towards a what somewhat of a French idea is, because there's no two pawns in the center. This is more of a King's Indian attack, so you have to play more towards like a King's Indian. Otherwise, you'll get yourself into you'll fight yourself or move yourself into a corner. You don't want to do that. So best in this scenario, surprisingly, is actually G3. G3 is actually best here. And wow, this actually is crushing for, surprisingly, this is crushing for White. So bishop e7, kind of to hold. And knight f3 is basically strong. B5 is a crazy looking move. I'd probably play more c5. That's be me. Then bishop g3, I mean g2 is more of probably what, because I don't know if he'd want to overextend his pawn, but that does give him the best opportunity to hold. So I believe more likely than anything that a human move would be more towards that. So let's just go kind of with a more human move. The best line though is actually e5. So sometimes I go down these open books just to kind of look to see what lines the computer thinks best and what has actually been played. So knight c6 is actually best, and knight bd2. Only one game has been played in that line. There's only one game that's been played with that. This c3 basically sets up for more of a maul attack, if you want to think about it. You can take here, here, and then there, and kind of try to smash open the position. But I don't know. I think castle is more of a human move, so let's try to do more human kind of play. And let's see here. b5 just is crazy. That's not of a human move. b6 potentially. I've had this played on me. b6 was actually played one time on me. I've actually had h6 actually surprisingly played, but I won a couple games when they played h6. Usually what I play in this scenario, if I get in a position like this, because I've had a position like this before, I usually just castle. I play more of a castling, and the reason is this structure for white, you really don't want to open it, so you really wouldn't want to trade unless you have enough. So you might potentially want to lock down the position and make this bishop look very unappealing, as they would say in chess, or ugly. So e5, it has been seen 451 times, and it has a close to 50% victory for for white. Rook e1, I've had this played on me before. Rook e1. I really haven't had bishop knight bd2. I've had c3 played on me. I really haven't had f4 played, so I'm not sure about that, because that really looks more drawish, and it actually is. Knight c3 was played at one time on me, so, and we did actually, the surprising thing is, this is right, we did end up in a draw. So c4, I don't know if well, I guess that would make sense if you think about it. c4 does take advantage of this kind of central weakness, if you want to think about it. It takes scope twice on this pawn, but I don't know if that's more of a human move. I'm thinking more rook e1 would be more like a human move. I don't know if pushing a pawn is human. b5 is an interesting move. That's what they're saying. Bishop b6 is a move. E takes. And rook e8. That's actually winning, huh? So this is a draw. I've actually played this before, and it has entered into a draw, surprisingly. So I would probably say b5 would be more of, if you wanted to do a really big kind of brutal attack. They call it a cave person attack. It's funny. I just call it a major smashing. You want to do some tactics? Okay. I was just looking at some, Fabi was doing a kind of King's Indian opening. You want to do some tactics? Okay, and then we'll finish up the game. I thought it would be fun to kind of look at some, because it was a really odd, somewhat of a French defense. It turned into a King's Indian, and so I kind of wanted to walk down an old familiar path. I used to play potentially similar. I had an opponent play that on me, and I actually beat him in an endgame. So it tends more to an endgame if you know how to play as black and white, and it's all who's the strongest in endgame. The game I was showing you is actually Fabi, I think at 13 or 14. It was his very beginning to the scene of playing. He played the French a lot, which that shows you right there that the French is a good idea for if you're starting out. If you want to kind of build up your rating, get good at chess, use the French, because Fabi did. And look, it made him a world champion. So, and he was able to defeat Var using Var used the French. Yeah. Caruana in a title Tuesday last. Huh. Nice. Cool. Hey. That's neat. But you have to always remember that that's kind of an area that they talked about in the U.S. Championship, that Fabi, when he was younger, actually mastered the French defense. So he knew, Var was playing the French, and Fabi knew the French. So So it was who knew it best, and of course Fabi did. True. You know, and it all comes back to, as they say in, you know, fields of sports, who's going to bring their A game? That's a joke. So it depends. You know what? It's all on the player. We don't know who's going to be world champion. So all I know is it's going to be a really good world champion candidates game, and so we'll be able to use some of those games for a lot of learning. So that's the fun thing about it. Whatever happens, we get to use their games to learn. So that's one thing you have to. But I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good. Let's see here. I think Fabi's playing in the Norway Open coming up pretty soon, so we'll have some games that we can go over more with Fabi. And I think Wesley's playing too, so we can go over some of his. And I don't know if Nakamura's playing in it. I'll have to check. I know that those two are. I think you just take the rook on. Yeah? Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, enough chit chat. We gotta go into our tactics. Okay. See, he played here, so what's the drawback to that? See, if rook takes... No, we don't want to take there, because then that would come up. No, this rook stops here. We do potentially have a check, and then if he goes here, that is interesting for sure. Or potentially we have a knight b6 is interesting. Knight e7 is interesting too. You're right about that. It's either, I'm thinking it's either one of these two moves, or potentially that. I'm not sure, because I don't think we get anything after. Well, potentially we may actually get. Do we get mate there with that? No, he comes there. Snap. No. If only we had a king here, that'd be nice. So we're just one move to. Oh, interesting. Maybe that is. Maybe that does lead towards mate if he was there. No, then he can actually play there. No, that doesn't lead to. Well, let me see there. So here. No, he would actually move back at that point. So I think it does. It must have something to do with either one of these. Let's see here. What could he actually? I don't know if we could play that, because I think he has a in-between move of a check there. So. So I'm not. I think if we move here, he's got to check there. If we move here, I'm sorry, here, check there, there, check, and he saves his knight. So yeah, so rook e3, king f7. I don't know if he'd go king f7. Let's see if he goes there. What do we have? Oh, Well, we do have that, don't we? That's interesting for sure. I think I see what you're saying. More likely he would play there, and then after that move, then he would, if he moves here, no, he can't move there. So he'd have to move back up there, and then we can bring down the check. Okay. Yeah, I believe that. I believe you're right on that. Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Huh. That's puzzling. I was thinking of something like that, but then I have to realize that he's going to get checkmated in 2 after I forgot about that. Yeah. You want to look at a game? Okay, we're really quick. Hikaru Nakamura versus Anton Kovac. Huh. Anton. Anton, sorry. I pronounced that wrong. Anton. That's right. My bad. That's funny. Okay, so Hikaru. Okay, so. Whoa, yeah. So castles. Bishop G2. C6. You gotta love Nakamura's. He's getting ready for crunch. He's getting the queen off of the excuse me, off this diagonal here, and potentially preparing maybe for e5. Yeah, the Dutch is an interesting. The Dutch is really, you have to like kind of closed games for the Dutch. It's also, if you're facing a higher level player, it's really a good one to get to do, because it gives you a chance to maneuver around, and you at least have a higher chance of holding. E5, there we go. You gotta love this. You gotta love it, because now you got a rook and everything ready for the opening of the position. Wow, isolated. You gotta love the isolated pawn on b7. Well, isn't it nice that now you have the ability of playing bishop f5? Isn't that, now the rook has to move, and then you have a pawn thrust. Knight moves. Potentially, let's see, what would his idea be? Basically, maybe there. 1 second. Excuse me. H4. Now the queen's under fire. Now the queen's under fire again. Now the knight's coming in. Oh, sweet. Nice. You gotta love that. Now the bishop's protected. That's gonna soon be landing in his face, and it's gonna be like, whoa. Bishop takes. Now this is being under fire. Oh, wow. Ouch. That doesn't feel good for sure. Ouch. Not again. That's like another hit and another black eye. Whoa. Dang. Naka's really crunching his opponent, isn't he? Snap. Snap. And in comes the knight. Really, I don't think there's any other way but to take, now that we think about it. Wow. So Naka's up an exchange here. And now, and there's really no hope in this position of any chance of winning, because I don't know how he's going to hold. Maybe if he does something like that, that pawn's gonna fall. So I really don't know what. Oh, well, I guess he's saying to push there. Yeah, there you go. Then the knight moves here, and then you can play the rook there, and you're gonna snap one of these pawns off. Oh, you play there. Interesting. Let me see. Let's see. I was thinking bishop, so let me get to that point. Let's see, where are we? Trying to get there. Ah, here we go. Okay, so what you're thinking is, okay, you're thinking after bishop, b5, white maybe plays knight takes e5. And then I believe that, yeah. I think at that point, this isn't fun for white, let's just say for black. I think black's still better here, but I'm not exactly sure, so. And basically you're going to have to maneuver your knight around, get it somewhere. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing we always should go over, and if you have any ideas, just put them in there, because it's important that we learn. So far he's playing, so this is kind of an idea, but I don't know, I don't really like, it's kind of crazy of an idea, but you're helping your opponent. Yeah. So queen makes sense though if you think about it. Yeah. And then you play here, and now you're hammering home. Smack, yeah. Yeah, they were talking about that. That when he was younger, his goal was actually to go for the world title. I gotta say, he's still a really great player. He's just gotta get back into it. You know what I mean? You know what? We all have our things. If he would focus down, I know Nakamura could be the old Nakamura of old. If he would just, I guess they say, put down your clamps and start doing what you're supposed to be doing. I believe that he could really come back as a furious tiger. And he just has to believe that he can do it. No, nobody else can do it, but the person. We can root, Nakamura along to say, go for it, go for it. But if he doesn't want it, then he doesn't want it. I guess that's like ooh, original thought. If he doesn't want it, he doesn't want it. That's funny. We'll do some puzzles. Thank you for the game. That shows you right there that slow buy. You can yeah. Hmm. I really do think that Nakamura has what it takes to be a world champion. But he's got to see it. He has that ability, like my teacher had, to be able to see those subtle nuances in the position. It's just doubt creeps in, and so that's one thing that he said that he had a problem with U.S. Chess Championship. He had his opponents on the rope, but he doubted his calculation skills. Doubt is really powerful. So you don't doubt. If you know you have a good calculation line, yeah, go for it. Let's see, Bishop H6 is interesting, but I don't think it accomplishes anything. We're actually black in this scenario, so it would be Bishop H3, I think. Let's see here. Oh, H6. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Dark square bishop. There is H6. For some reason, I was thinking H3. That is right. Yeah, H6. Yeah. My bad. Okay, let's see here. Wow. When that got left, that knight is pretty weak. So potentially there's that. So I could see a merit with a pin there. Well, maybe we take here first, and then no, we can't take snap. Wow, this is a pinch, isn't it? We're in a pinch. I don't like that. Not one bit. No, no, no. So there's only two, he's got 3 attackers. Oops. On this, we only have 2 defenders. So we got to come up with a, as they say, a miracle attack. There is a potential. No, I don't think that works. I was thinking here, queen takes bishop, but then he's got bishop there. So that does not do very well. We do have knight. I think potentially that is a good move. I think you're right on that, because when the bishop takes the queen, we actually take there with a fork on the rook. Yeah. Yeah, I believe you're right on that. And then I believe we can actually take the knight here, and then when the queen takes back, we can actually win his bishop, if I'm not mistaken. He does potentially have king move, so maybe that, maybe. Trying to see, is there after that? I know we potentially can win a piece, but I don't. What if he doesn't take though? That's the sitch we have to consider. I guess we could at that point then play there. We could push the pawn, and then that would attack the bishop. And if queen takes there, we could take there, but then the queen would take. Boy, this is a sensitive subject for sure. Yeah. But I really don't see anything that we can do that's better, though. Maybe after takes here, we can shove a knight there. We might be able to shove a knight there, so that's a potential idea. After takes, so we just stick a knight there. And then if need be, we just push the pawn. I think it is that. That moves the king, and then there. I like, yeah. So I think we can just put a knight right there, and consider. Hmm. Interesting. So he moves. Yeah. It's really best. That's really all I can see is there's a potential of that, but that doesn't work because then they're. Excuse me one second. F6. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, then you can win something. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's actually winning though. Let's see. After takes here. Boy, this is a. Yeah, I agree. I hope this is right. Nope. Yeah. Boy. Let's see here. Okay. A lot of pawns here for sure. Excuse me. Let me see. Let me see here. potentially have a pawn push which attacks the knight. So we attack the knight at that point, so yeah, I do like that idea. Yeah, but I don't. Do we have enough? Yeah, we do, because even if he takes there, we take there. Yeah. Yeah, that's crushing. So what did he take? Oh, he took a pawn. Let's see. Queen takes rook. I don't really see. He'd have to trade at this point, and then we're at material. Hmm. Well, it doesn't. I like it. I think it's cool. So, I think it is. I believe that's the move, but I believe. Let me see. Queen takes A, and if bishop takes check, then knight takes the bishop. But I don't know if it's right. If we have so here, Yeah, I guess we'd be up a whole piece, wouldn't we? So yeah, I'd be up a whole piece at that point. So that's a good find there. Okay, we gotta work through these and make 100% sure that we're on. Yeah, there is really no checks at all on that. The pawn covered the last checking point for the queen. Let's see. Oh, the queen's offside here, so it's trying to take scope on this rook and threaten checkmate. So how to take advantage of that? Hmm. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. Hmm. Okay. I'm trying to figure out because he's threatening me. There's an idea that I was thinking playing here. Thinking something like that. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but What do you guys think? I think it's either that, there's an idea. But knight takes e7. Where I don't get where's knight takes e7 though. I'm not sure. I don't really see any good moves either, so. Nice. And he does. I mean, rook takes. Are you talking about rook takes? So it takes. Takes. Well, here. So rook takes, rook, king takes. He's gonna actually take with the king. Bishop takes knight, pawn takes. Remember, we have to be careful of a back rank problem. So we got a back rank issue there. So rook takes rook. I believe it is too. Yeah. I think king takes is forced at that point. Let's say king takes. Wow, mate in 6? You gotta be kidding me. Wow. Snap, that is true. Yikes. That's mate 6. Actually, probably a mate in like 4, because I don't think anybody would give up their queen. I think they would just resign probably there. Okie dokie dookie. Let's see what do we got here. Get a drink of water. Did we just pick up a free rook? Queen e6. But we're black, so... That's funny. Let's see here. What happens if we take? He plays there. We then we take. King takes, and then queen check. And we should hold, I believe, in this position. Or maybe we just actually come up with a check. Then we can draw, and then he can drop off a... Can't we just take the knight, guys, though? Don't forget, there's a knight that's hanging. What do you think? Rook takes e2. Rook takes e2. Check. And if he plays here... I guess we do lose a rook, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Ouch. Yeah, because I don't think there's a way of saving our position. Well, I was wrong. No, there is. We actually win the queen. If we play rook takes here, king there, queen there. If he comes back, we snap off the queen. If he takes there, then we actually win a pawn. So I believe it is that, guys. So he has to actually come back. And then we have check. If he comes up, we check. So I believe it's takes. What do you guys think? Come on, take a look at it. Let's see, I'm trying to see, is there any counter to that? No. I think, Fox, we just take. Just take a look at, what do you think about taking here? Take a look, guys. Snap, that there is a problem here. Because potential perpetual. If we go here, he's got there. We can't go there because of he wins our rook. Oy, oy, oy. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Hmm. Let's see here. Well, what happens though if here and there, so we would come up. So, okay, so if we come here and we're attacking the queen, if the bishop moves there, then we move our king up, and if he tries here, we can actually just push the pawn attacking the queen. Oh no, we can't push the pawn, my bad, because it'd be blocked, so we kind of have to block there. And then that's hanging. That's hanging and that's hanging. If there, we move up. If here, we actually play queen there, and if queen takes, pawn takes, there's no way you can stop both threats, and we win a piece. Wow. I think we have b5. I think we gotta play b5 at this point. b5 is the only move that attacks the queen. Do you see that, guys? If he plays here, we just play there. So, what do you think about b5? Yeah. We takes, bishop takes, pawn takes check, and then we take there. Anything. Actually, we can, wow. Well, here comes back there if we do that. I was looking at that. Here, and a guards. Yeah. So if we play there right away. Yeah. If we play there right away, and he moves here, we take, and if queen takes, we play king takes bishop, and we actually win a piece, I think. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything. If he comes back here, we just bring our queen there to block. Yeah. I believe that's right. 1 second. One second. Whoa. That tickling. I gotta drink water. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, boy. That's irritating sometimes. Let's see here. If queen takes... Whoa. My bad, I missed that totally. Now you're threatening Snikes. Brutal. Brutality. Brutal. Really brutal. Very brutal. You gotta love it though. Oh wow. Very, very brutal. Yeah. That's pain, you gotta say. Nothing but pain and more pain. But we gotta you gotta love it though, cause you know that's kind of the attacker's dream to have that much being smashed, crushed. Boy, I'd love to have found that. That'd been sweet. Let's see, what did he play? He took the pawn. Okay. You want want to see what it is? Okay, let's take a looky. Let's see. Boom. 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 Bang. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, that's gotta hurt. It's gotta hurt. I just had to see it again. Yeah. They sometimes say, bring the hurt. Sometimes that's that's the phrase that they use. Let me see here. Do we actually win a piece? No, well, no. No, we don't, because what'll happen is the knight will actually sack itself for the bishop. I guess we could do that, huh? So knight takes bishop, rook takes, bishop takes rook, queen takes pawn, king d. I don't know. Is that too risky? We gotta take with the bishop. It's a must. Let's see, here, 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 there, and there. You have to take with the bishop, because if you don't, the queen's going to come down here if you take with the pawn and snap that bishop off. Yikes, be careful, be careful. Yikesies. What am I missing here? If I... Excuse me. We don't want to come... We have to, I guess, have to come here now, because we don't want to come there. You mean king d7, right? Not c7. c7's right here. You guys mean d7? It does actually win a piece. We're up a whole rook. We're an exchange up. Actually, we're a whole rook up. My bad. Let's see here. If he goes there, then we play here, and we should be safe. Yeah, because we really can't go there because I forgot about that. That's mate. My bad, that's actually mate. So we have to walk into an actual pin. Ouch. That hurts. But, you know, it ended. Yep, Good job. Yeah, it actually leads to a mate. It'd be mate with queen takes the. Actually, I believe it would be. Let me see, because I think you guys were right. I believe it is mate. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's turn on the engine. If we play it up here, I believe. Oops, my bad. Hold on. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. I think we pull the. Queen away right there, and then he takes there, and then we come here, and it is mate, not mate. Sorry, we lose that, and then it's horrible. Yeah, it's destructive. It's not fun. Uh, let's not look at that. That's too much pain and agony just to see. I don't. That would give a chess player bad dreams to have that happen to you. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You have to take first, I believe. Yeah. I believe taking is the taking first. Let's see here if we take. Hmm. think we lose. If we take here, he takes there, we take there, he takes there. I think we lose our pawn. Interesting. I think we just take here. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it. I only could, really this time I only could do one more, so we'll do this one, and then whatever happens, I do gotta log tonight. Can't have too much fun. Let's see here. That's funny, Alpha Zero versus Stockfish, yeah. That didn't turn out very well for Stockfish. Let's see here. Let's give it a good go here. What if he just takes, though? Oh, knight takes g5. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, wrong mark there. I gotcha. Yeah, other way around. That was my bad. I don't know what I was thinking with that. Okay, so now rook d8 and bishop f8, yeah. Wow, that was fast. Cross pin. A little too fast. Well, let me see here. Let me see here. You gotta love the tactics, especially when you got it, right? You got what it takes, huh? Boy. Let's see here. I gotta work on tactics, seeing even better. You guys are doing great. I gotta say, you guys are doing excellent. I don't know, because if we do that, he's got there, and if we try taking, he takes. And I think we lose material at that point. I'm potentially thinking of F. Yeah, I think you guys might be right about this here. There's an in-between move. Yeah, you guys were right about that. It's the Zugzwangh, as they say, are in between. C6, rook takes A, knight takes check, king f8, knight takes rook, rook takes F, queen takes F, and then D3, and bishop E. Snap. What do you take? Okay. Drab. We gotta get our points back. Come on, guys. Let's do this to it. We got this. Okay. We gotta stay on task. Let's stay on task. We got this. Hunker down and let's get this. Let's dig our feet into the ground and we'll get this. Okay. Oh, bishop F. Okay. Let me see. Oops. Where's your line? A second. Excuse me. Let's see here. Oh, knight. Okay, gotcha. Knight C6. Bishop F. Rook AC. Queen E. You mean D4? D4. And then can't do D4. There. He can't do. He can't. If we played here, I guess we could. That'd be D3. Sorry. I think you meant D3, E3, E3. It takes, and takes, and then rook takes. Yeah, equal. It's an equal position at that point. It was an equal position. Oh, Queen B4. Oh, you meant. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's give that one more shot, and then we'll do one more. Cause I won't get my tactics back. Let's see here. Come on. Yeah. So let's try this one more time. Boom, 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 boom. Bishop F. Queen here. Oh, it's fine. You got it. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I got it right for you guys. Okay, we'll do this one, and we'll get past 24. Let's see. Let's see here. This opened up that here, so potentially that's an idea. Or potentially knight takes, rook takes, queen takes, check. How do you get knight g6? That's won't he just take there? Thinking something similar to that. And then we actually have the ability. One second. Excuse me. I don't know why I got a little frog in my throat. Let me see here. Knight takes F7 looks interesting. What do you guys think? And if he takes there, we win the queen with check. So the queen has to move. What you guys think, Fox? One sec, I'll be right back. I'll let you guys calculate that. Yeah, I believe that that's actually the most correct line. Yeah. Oh, wow. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Yeah, you were right. That's my fault there. I really thought knight takes was gonna work, but let's see why it doesn't. That was my mishap there, because a bishop takes, and then takes there, drat. That was my mishap. You guys had it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, with that, we'll pick up tomorrow and we'll get it back up. Drat. Two two not good. So that's okay though. So, well, we got to see why everything that didn't work out very well. But okay, guys, I want to tell you that you know what we learned from it. Now I got to see now if I have this played in a game, if I have a choice between these two, this is a pattern right here. Because if you notice, if he moves, we drop a mate and 3 on him. So just keep that in mind when you're playing. It doesn't. What I thought was, it was my miscalculation. I thought that this was protected, but then I realized in the last second that the knight could actually take the bishop, and I miscalculated that. So that's actually the winning line, like what you guys were saying. But okay, well, I got logged now. I appreciate that you all came on. Sorry about that 2 bumps in the road, but you know what? We have to remember that. Wait a second. I wanted to ask, do you guys have any questions on any of these puzzles? Do you have any questions on any of the puzzles that we priorly did? Because I want to make sure that if you have any questions that to go over, we'll go over them. See, it's the whole thing is, it's not about always getting them right. It's what do you do when when you don't get them right? Do you give up, or do you keep pushing forward? And of course, we keep pushing forward. So, if you guys, do you guys have any other questions on any of the puzzles? Okay, if there is no questions, then I will log off. Thank you all for coming on. Remember, it's not what you do when you get them right. It's what you do when you get them wrong. It's how do you act? Do you use it to get better and say, you know what, we're gonna get back up and start doing it again, or do you stay down? You don't stay down. Okay, and guys, remember, there's always a plan in the position. Just gotta find it. That's the whole thing. Learn from your mistakes and keep pushing forward. And when the plan works out, we get to say this: I love it when a plan comes together. Well, guys, have a blessed, sorry, as Wesley So says, serve the Lord Jesus. As I say, God bless. See you next time on Chess Cruncher TV. Remember, have a blessed morning, afternoon, or evening. And I'll be on tomorrow, Lord willing. So keep studying chess and doing good. Bye bye, guys.